good is your signature? This week I want to talk about your signature, but I don't necessarily mean your John Hancock as in your written signature. What I'm talking about is your email signature. Now, those of you who know me will know that I am quite fussy about having your own email address. I believe that it's a strong part of your marketing because it makes you stand out. It makes you almost legitimate in the eyes of your customer, because when they see a company name email address or an own name email address as opposed to a at Yahoo or at Gmail or at Sky, it tends to give a little bit more authority to what it is that you're doing, and looks a little safer for your customers to deal with. So on top of that, when you're sending out emails, I have seen time and time again many emails go out with just a very simple name at the end of it, you know, regards from James or whatever the case may be, but nothing further. And yet this is a prime piece of real estate for you to advertise your organisation. A typical good email signature will have at least your tagline, you know, something that sets you apart from all of your other electrician competitors in your area, something that makes you stand out, the type of thing that you may say or talk about at network meetings. I mean, for me, we are the switched on electricians, so you have that as a tag, and then of course you need to have your contact details, and it should give your customers every opportunity to contact you. So it should, although they're receiving from you, have your email address, it should have your telephone number, and it should have your website address. Those are a minimum. Those are things that should be on there as a minimum, because every time you send out an email, it's giving you an opportunity to advertise your company. Now, once you send it out to a person, that's one thing, that's fine. But if they copy it on to somebody, if they send it on to, let's say for talk's sake, you're dealing with a homeowner and he's working with an architect and a builder and so on and so forth, and that email gets passed on and passed on and passed on, you don't know who it could land on, who may need your services, and it just acts then as a further form of advertising. I mean, if it was copied and just sent on to, say, a builder, and it didn't have a signature line, it didn't have a promotion for you, then that builder may never know how to contact you. So it's a good idea to make sure that you use that piece of real estate at the bottom of your email address to promote and advertise your services, and too few people are doing it properly. The other thing that you would have or should have on there is something that makes you credible. So you could have your trust mark symbols, whether it is your local authority trust mark or government trust mark or your awarding body trust mark, and of course you would have your awarding body signature or logo on there as well, whether it's the NIC, ECA or NAPIT, any of those awarding bodies. You'd also have the logo for that on the bottom. So, you know, your email can work for you just as easily as a flyer, a leaflet, a magazine advertisement, because yes, you, as I said, you may know who you're sending it to, but you don't know where it will eventually end up. And it's always a good idea to have every possible point of contact on your email signature. So, if you haven't set them up already, my toolbox tip for you this week is go now and set up a proper email signature for your emails going out to your customers. Until the next time, continue to learn and grow, and I'll see you in the next video.